The sun bled crimson across the shattered spires of Eldorath, casting long shadows across the desolate battlefield. Kaelen, the last warrior, stood defiant, his ancient sword, imbued with the fading light of his kingdom, humming faintly in his grip. Around him lay the fallen, a testament to the brutal battle against Vargrim and his legions of shadow-wreathed soldiers. Dust, the fine powder of crumbled stone and bone, coated everything. The air hung heavy with the stench of death and the lingering taint of dark magic. Vargrim, a figure of twisted power, emerged from the swirling darkness at the edge of the ruins, his eyes burning coals in a face contorted by malice, fixed upon Kaelen of Eldorath. Vargrim's voice echoed, a chilling rasp that scraped against the silence. Your futile resistance ends now. Surrender, and I will grant you a swift death. Kaelen spat on the ground, the action a defiant act in the face of overwhelming odds. Never, he growled, his voice raw, but resolute. He raised his sword, the ancient runes carved into its surface glowing brighter, a beacon of fading hope. The final battle was a whirlwind of steel and shadow. Kaelen fought with the fury of a cornered lion, his movements a blur of precision and desperation. He cut down wave after wave of Vargrim's soldiers, each fallen foe a small victory in a losing war. Yet, for everyone he felled, more seemed to rise from the encroaching darkness. His armor was torn, his body screamed in protest, but his spirit remained unbroken. Finally, he reached Vargrim, the dark sorcerer surrounded by a maelstrom of corrupted energy. Vargrim laughed, a sound devoid of mirth, as he raised his hands, drawing upon a power that felt ancient and terrifying. The very air crackled with malevolent energy. You are nothing but a stubborn insect, Vargrim hissed, his voice laced with contempt. The void is mine, Eldorath is mine. Kaelen lunged, his sword aimed at the sorcerer's heart. Vargrim deflected the blow with a shield of shadow, sending Kaelen sprawling. He rose, his body aching, his breath ragged, but his resolve unyielding. Just as despair threatened to consume him, the sword of Eldorath flared with an intense, blinding light. The ancient magic of his ancestors surged through him, renewing his strength, bolstering his will. With a roar that echoed across the battlefield, Kaelen attacked again. This time, his strike was unstoppable. He drove his sword through Vargrim's heart, piercing the very source of the dark magic. A scream filled with the agony of ages, ripped through the air, then silence. Vargrim crumbled into dust, the dark energy dissipating like smoke. The battlefield fell into an unnerving stillness. Eldorath was lost, reduced to rubble and ruin. But in that silence, Kaelen knew his people's spirit lived on. He stood alone, the last warrior, the last defender, a symbol of defiance against the encroaching darkness.